Station, Texas, Kyle Field over the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Volunteers will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Gburg's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you can make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella, he delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Off the play fake on first down. Got it behind the line. It's King. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of...
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the defense gets loose, bringing the Heat, and down he goes again.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the... No flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that route.
He's going to run it. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there through the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to...
It's a seam wide open. He's at the touchdown, Texas A&M. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here is the Tennessee offense. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Complete to the right. Gets away from one. He smashes his way through again. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Bringing the heat. Grabbed over the middle. It's Paul.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield, it's Barnes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. They'll run the toss. Creates a little room. Picks up the first down, still moving. Into the secondary on the right. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Aggie!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, Explosive touchdown just like that. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tennessee ready to go to work. Offense on the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Running to Green. Running through contact. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's got an open man. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones. Peyton.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the third on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Caught in the backfield. It's Barnes. And he'll be brought down.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. But when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking a handoff. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown ball.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UTEP. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going. Oh, he's got some space. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. It's first and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. Trying to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggie.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that the end zone for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now the pressure is on to keep pace as they start this drive trailing 21-10. Finds his tight end.
Oh, that just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Back to pass on second down. Caught close to the marker, it's King. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week, he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times. Now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Pressure coming. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. Really couldn't ask for much more than this, an early 21-10 lead on the ball. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Working that left side now. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. There he goes. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
That's good for a Fighting Texas Aggie.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period, first down here. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll try to get outside. Makes it past the marker. Open space at the 25. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, He's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here is the Tennessee offense. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Got his man.
And the defense brings the blitz. And how about the QB? Really nice job understanding. If I can hang on to this just a little bit longer, it gives my receiver an opportunity to run a better route and get more time to create more space. Nice job hanging in there, taking the hit, and getting the completion off of it.
They'll move the wide receiver. On the run, it's Barnes. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Tennessee loves relying on the big physical backs like a Jamal Lewis, and this guy fits the mold.
Yeah, guys you just didn't want to tackle. I mean, guys that run angry all the time, and it's a mindset. When Tennessee has that mindset, the fans go crazy.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point, they know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's King. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. The Volunteers will bring the punt team onto the field. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Burrows his way for a couple. He's out to the 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Toss sweep to the right. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to...
Turning it on! Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. A&M comes back out with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. They're working that left side. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
This is why why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back. He's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
Past the 30. Made a defender miss. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Quarterback just flat, missed it, incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. The offense cashing him in on that drive. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Out of the end zone. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Takes the handoff. It's Barnes. Gets it past the marker. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now 1st down from the 37. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. The screen, and watch out. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Rides to back and leaves it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? The Vols want to crank the tempo. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Volunteers will send out the punt unit. All the way back to the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a...
Running free! And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fakes to grab. On the move at the 30. Breaks into the open. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, this quarterback has found a really nice rhythm here on this drive. He just looks dialed in. He's doing a great job in the pre-snap, seeing the safety rotation, and that time saw the one-on-one matchup to take a shot, and he hit it. He's in a really, really nice groove right now.
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Aggie! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. Navy is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to watch. They're trailing by 10 to Florida Atlantic. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Complete to start this drive. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Vols want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Volunteers will punt this one away. Just needs a crack to get a return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. He slings it deep to the left. Makes the grab inside the 30. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He's got the tight end. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you? And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the home of the 12th man.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Aggies will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter.
It just starts with one play, though. You just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify it, and I don't know how to describe it as a coach or as a player, but you got to make something happen, and it's got to start on this drive.
Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. We make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Vols will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the returner is stopped. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Going right to work up top. It's complete on the right side. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Here comes the heat. Finds a man on the left. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
They'll run the option. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Quick strike complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Well, that time on 3rd and long, they just took what the defense gave them. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up 4th.
They want to throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Aggie.
They decided to go for it on 4th down, and that was not easy, man. These windows open and close so quickly when you're throwing into the end zone, but really nice timing by the quarterback, and because of that, on 4th down, it's a touchdown.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. So here is the Tennessee offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
He'll run it again. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
They go to the ground. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got a man, it's King. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell.
Oh, he's got some space. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Volunteers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down, but when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. And the Vols will call on their punt team. And that is how a punter helps out his defense, pinning them deep in their own territory. First play of the drive will come from the 9-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
A lot of smiles right now in this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great, and this quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half.
He's got it on the left. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation that time. Saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted. Took his shot. He is in a groove.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Aggies. A great catch and run for 6.
And this offense continues to have some success. And I'll tell you what, when it gets down to it and you need a play, they're starting to find this playmaker. You can tell the QB looks for him. That's 3 TDs now in 4 games, and I think they'll keep feeding the big fella.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Ohio State is running away with things, and I'm not sure even Bucky saw this coming today from this offense. They're up by 31 over Kennesaw State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking to throw on first down. The throw to the outside is complete.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Volunteers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Trying play action. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get...
There he goes. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you just saw from this offense. They're already in the red zone, right? The coach is telling the quarterback, be smart, don't do anything crazy with the football. We can't turn it over. We're already in field goal range, and he's like, no, man, I got my match.
Touchdown, Volunteers! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Tennessee, 17.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on first down. Throws for the tight end. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Motion from the back. Quick completion to the right. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Burton. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Reads it, fires complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
I'll tell you, you've got to give this defense credit. That was only his second catch of the game. He came into this as one of the best receivers in all of college football, but this defense had a plan. They have shut him down. They have limited him, and that's why they're winning right now.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Second and goal for the offense. Tries again to get it in. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it.
Touchdown, Tennessee! Fitted in the window for the score.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Quarterback may change this route. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand.
Turning it on! Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
And the Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's the pressure. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down, but if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. And listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go.
Deep shot for the end zone. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another